Hey there guys, it's Trent, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison and review between these two similar headsets, or they're in the same category. It's the Corsair Vengeance 1300 and the Logitech G230, which is a little bit newer. So so basically comparing these two together, comparing each other. The first initial difference is the ear pad. The ear pad is like a soft meshy material. It's soft like it's a mesh, and this is a little bit more breathable than the Corsair, which has this leather type material, leather feeling material. And I noticed my ears got hot in both headsets, as with any headset that covers your ears is going to do. But with the Logitechs, they seem to get less hot. It seemed to be better ventilation. Also, the Logitechs are much lighter altogether than the Corsair headset. I noticed it seemed like everything they did when they built these Logitechs was to make them light. Both of the headsets cover your ears. Both of them have padding, which I don't know why this has padding on the top. That's not really necessary. But this is definitely heavier. The boom mics for both don't really bend much. Well, I would say the Logitech definitely bends more. You can see this one doesn't really want to bend, which is fine. Both had excellent mic quality. Both of the ear pads also turn in for easy storage and flexibility, and just really adjusting to your head. They both were great in that regard. I think the Logitechs, if anything, are a little bit more flexible and adaptable. Right here, this band, you can see here, is like metal with some rubber plastic in the middle. But the band here is just pure plastic. But they both feel really good in their own way. This kind of has like a clicking motion, where the Logitechs are like a smoother clicking. But anyway, so their primary differences with their sound is that the Logitechs seem to have better sound, or at least more bass. Definitely a lot more bass. Now, they're 40mm drivers compared to the Corsairs, which are 50, but and the Corsairs seem to have clearer sound, a little bit more crisp, but it was lacking bass a lot, and these Logitechs had a lot of that. The Logitech headset, if you'll notice, the next difference is the cords. You can kind of tell the Logitech cord is a little bit less, it's a little bit more flexible, less rigid, which I liked. And also, but the cord length for the Logitechs, the cord length is, for the red headset, is 2.3 meters. Which I found it to be very long, more than long enough for whatever I needed it for. The Corsairs perhaps could be too long, as the Corsair headset is 3 meters, and I know the Logitech's cord was just quite a bit long enough for me. Okay, now also on the cords, here's their volume controls and mic mute switches. You can see the Logitech is a lot smaller. It's thinner. It's smaller in every way. But why that's so good is because it's a lot lighter, this Logitech one. This one's like a heavy weight, kind of. I mean, in comparing each other, this one's a lot heavier. So if it's hanging from you, like the headset is, it's going to weigh down the cord more. It's going to weigh down the headset more. So that is a bonus with the Logitechs that I liked. Both headsets were comfortable though, and both headsets fit over the ears nicely. So this is what the Corsair Vengeance 1300 looks like on me. Here's how the Logitech G230s look while they're on. The volume control on here is a little smoother though, like the wheel and the bigger wheel. Volume control on the Logitech is a lot smaller. So you can see the dial on this one is smaller and skinnier, which is fine. But this one, the Corsair, does give a quicker, easier access to turn this dial. It's just right there, and it's bigger and a little smoother. The cloth ear pads, one of the negatives is it can be a little scratchier because it's not as smooth as like the leather type headset or ear pads, I should say. But overall, oh yeah, and the mic movement. The Corsair has a, when it moves up and down, it kind of has, it's like a dial, like which is fine. It seems to be longer as well. If you can compare the two lengths, a little bit longer. But the Logitechs were really smooth how they go up and down. So it's very smooth. Overall, personally, for as far as comfort, I would say the Logitechs win. They're lighter in every way and a little bit more breathable. These ear pads are also removable, so you can wash them or what have you. But yeah, definitely for myself, as far as these not being too heavy on my head and my ears, the Logitechs won as far as that goes. And in my opinion, the Logitechs had that better sound because of the bass. So if you're somebody who really enjoys bass sound, then you'll appreciate the Logitechs. But the Corsairs were, like I said, clearer and have bigger drivers. Let's see here, let's see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so overall the Corsairs seem a little bit more deluxe, but for my needs and in my opinion, the Logitechs win just because of the extra comfort and the bass, which I like, between these two headsets, which are pretty close to the same price and the same categories. They both are analog connections and everything like that. So yeah, there you go. This is again between the Corsair 1300 and the Logitech G230.